Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the UCF Knights, taking on the number 5. The Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. So UCF's offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets everything into place, gets the offense out of jams, does it in pressure situations. He's the arms and legs of this offensive system, but also the heart of this team. They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They can't stop him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
And every single time this guy runs the option, you're kind of like holding your breath, wondering if he's going to break a tackle or get out in the open field and use his speed. He picks up some yards here, but let's see if this defense can keep putting pressure on him and not letting him get out into the open.
That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. There we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. On first down, it's play action. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. That sack sets up a second down and long. Great move in the open field. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
What an extra dimension to this offense when you can pull a quarterback design run and not just pick up 5 or 6 yards, but a big gain and a touchdown. This guy is special.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Going for a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone. The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it on first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Across the 40 now. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. That run, good for a first down. Still rolling. They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Commodores.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Chris, if you remember yesterday, the head coach and a special teams coordinator mentioned to us they may try an onside kick early and be aggressive, and it works out. Now I think we know exactly what those coaches were talking about.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Strong defense. They stop him right near the line of scrimmage. And it's UCF in the lead, Kirk. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Quarterback keeps the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
3rd down after that running play. We go with a direct snap. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Strong game by this quarterback.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to... Gets the big lineman in front of him all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Tonight's hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. They will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Has the first down, still on the move. Throws a stiff arm, and he's in the clear. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
And that run produces a decent gain. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Commodores took it a cash-in this red zone trip. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. We reach the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Here's the point after attempt.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave. That decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring out 4th down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it second and long. Breaking free at midfield. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. The Knights starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Extending the play now. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense really clicking here. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game through. This has been a tough game for the Big Boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
The Knights will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Commodores' offense is on the move now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. That completion makes it 2nd down. Handoff to the right side. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. Commodores churn out another first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds an open target on the left side. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Takes off on the run. Using a strong stiff arm. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him 1st down yardage. And the Commodores will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get the touchdown. Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Quarterback escapes the pocket, using his legs on the scramble and bulldozing his way through. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Returner decides to field it. Returner tackle right there. That's when we start the drive. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
Well, this head coach clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass here on second down. Comes up with the catch. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen and not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. Defense. Mental mistake by the defense. That'll cost him 5 yards. The Knights hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, UCF.
This quarterback's already proven he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option. He's reached the end zone now for the second time in this football game. The defense better start to account for him, or he's going to make them pay for it again.
Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 30. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Ball handed off. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk, it's Vanderbilt on top right now, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's found some room at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
He's across the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Commodores will have first and 10 here. Quarterback still with the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go into keeper.
Now it's second down here. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Quarterback flashing the speed and that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kurt.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown. Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
QB decides to keep it here. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They'll try the right here. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 38. Third down coming up.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
At the 30. First down, Commodores.
And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and back up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down. Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Balkasoon. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Knights looking to run some tempo here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hand team able to recover the football. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Second down after that previous play. It's a quarterback keeper. He's brought down out at the 46. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Coming up, fourth down.
Commodores will look to convert here on fourth down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here. They line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. When you talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Running back has it on a screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. It's second down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Breaks loose at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. It's third down for the offense. And now the handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, but let's see what that flag was about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets a second chance after the roughing the punter penalty. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Handoff to the single back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback will take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.